Namaste. Welcome to the solar plexus class. Here I will show you how to work on the solar plexus region by doing some yoga postures. In this video we will see how the problems related with the stomach which we experience can be cured through the practice of simple yoga practices. In this practice I will demonstrate you. Let us begin the practice with sitting in comfortable meditative pose. We will start with the chanting and we will chant the sounds of Ram. Ram is the sound which is associated with the solar plexus, and we will balance that solar plexus with the sounds of Ram. Simply inhale and exhale, normal breathing. Once you have find your centered, when you are fully attentive of the vibrations which you will create, we can begin chanting few rounds of Ram sound. Let us inhale and we'll chant together. Ram. Concentrating on the abdomen region while chanting Om. Begin chanting the Ram sound again and concentrate on the abdomen. And we will do fast rhythms of Ram sound. Ram, 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 Ram. Complete exhalation and concentrate on the vibration. Gently come out of the pose and we will begin chanting with the Kapalabhati. We will concentrate on the abdomen region. We will exhale out through the nose dynamically and push the abdomen in and out while exhaling through the nose. So let us begin. Doing 20 rounds at a time, taking a deep inhalation, normalize the breath, and once again we will begin for 20 rounds more. Normal breathing, take a deep inhalation and exhale and begin gently again 20 times where we will push the abdomen in and out while exhaling through the nose. Take a deep inhalation, normalize your breathing, and at your own pace we will begin again. Normal breathing and relax. Feel the sensations throughout the body. Feel the awareness, how the abdomen and the chest and the nose feels. We will begin now practicing some movements, and we will see some practices which will be related to the solar plexus. Simply raising the hands above the head, stretching the complete region of the abdomen, concentrating on that region, and simply extending the shoulders, lifting the chest up, and keeping the abdomen loose, keeping the spine erect, and focus on the breath. How you inhale and how the stomach expands, and how you exhale and how the stomach behaves. Simply concentrating on that region, sending healing energy and the positive thoughts, and gently bringing the hands down. Feel the changes within the spine, within the abdomen, and we'll now move into the folded leg positions called Vajraasana, where we will simply sit in this pose, where we will circulate the blood properly throughout the body and get prepared for doing some movements. We will sit on the heels, keeping the spine erect, and normal breathing, gently breathing, and just absorb whatever is coming and going, the awareness which is moving inside the conscious. And then again bring the hands up, stretch completely, making the spine erect and straight, putting the pressure on the heels from the buttocks and giving a nice complete stretch in the shoulder and in the hands, bringing them gently forward down, keeping the hands and the head on the ground and giving a nice stretch onto the spine. Completely stretch and concentrate on the breathing, how we inhale and exhale, how the stomach is moving in and out. Breathe as much as we can, try to fill up completely and exhale also completely. Just surrender completely in the pose, bringing the head up and the hands by taking a deep inhalation and again stretching and standing on the knees. Trying to bend backwards by bringing one hand on the left side and the other, and simply pushing the hips forward. Staying it for a couple of seconds and gently coming out from the pose by shifting the weight on one side, lifting the hands up and change the posture. We were focusing on the abdomen region, giving it a nice stretch and bending the spine backwards, emphasizing on the lower spine. We'll do the contra pose after this by bending forward down, sitting same on the heels and completely bending forward into the child pose and resting the arms and the head on the ground. Try to breathe in completely as much as we can. Fill up the lungs and the abdomen region and gently exhale out. Feel the changes within the spine while each exhalation, trying to have a contact with the heels and the hips together, lifting the head up and bringing the hands up again, standing on the knees. And once again, we'll do the back bend as Ustrasna, as camel, bringing the one hand first on the other side, then to the other, and gently pushing the hips forward, opening up the chest completely and stretching the chin behind towards the sky. Once again, put weight on one side, bring the right hand first up, gently bringing the other hand, give a nice complete stretch and relax on the heels. Gently bringing the arms, making a fist and keeping it just under the abdomen region, just under the diaphragm, keeping the hands and bending forward your head. This is known as Yoga Mudra, very helpful for digestive ailments, constipation, not to do when there is some pain. Early morning after getting up clears out the digestive tract, makes it easier to pass if there is any constipation. Gently bringing up, releasing the hands, taking a normal breathing, and while inhaling, raising the hands up. Bringing it back on the head and give a complete stretch and twist in the spine and in the chest, and also in the abdomen. Changing to the other side and similarly feeling the expansion, twist in the chest and the spine. Gently coming back and releasing the hands and relax in the pose. We move on to the next pose called Mandukasana as frog pose, where we'll keep both the hands behind on the scapulas and giving a opening up between the knees and just feeling the stretch in the spine and in the abdomen region. By opening up also the hips, makes it bit loose, the lower abdomen region, and gives a nice stretch in that region. Bringing the hands forward, we'll move into the next pose as Simhasana. We will turn the hands inward and open the mouth and give a nice exhalation, creating the sound of the lion. Giving a nice stretch on the tongue and focusing in between the eyes. Let me show you from the other side. So hands inwards, giving a nice stretch and giving complete stretch on the tongue and focusing in between the eyebrows. Making a gentle sound, not really like screaming, and giving nice exhalation. Let us move to the other pose, where we will again sit on the knees, hips on the heel, just taking a normal inhalation and exhalation, gently coming out of the pose and standing on the knees and making a table position with the spine and bringing the hands on the down, doing the cat and cow pose. Contracting the abdomen by bringing the chin on the ground and then looking towards up by giving a nice stretch in the abdomen. Now bringing the left leg behind and trying to touch forward with the head, doing it couple of times to increase the strength in the abdomen region and give a nice stretch from side to side in that region. Trying to touch to the head on the knees, if not possible, just trying to reach as much as you can. Changing its sides to the other side in a similar manner, stretching the left leg, right leg behind and bringing it forward to the head. You can do for more rounds to have a better effect. Again, give a nice stretch in the lower spine, contract the chin with the abdomen. Doing it couple of times and at ease. Now try to push the hips region on the ground by trying to keep the wrist in line with the shoulders, their feet together, or as you feel comfortable, as you are able to do for few seconds. Now trying to keep the feet together if possible and look from left side to your left heel and to the other side to your right heel. Give a nice twist in the abdomen region and gently bringing the chest down on the ground. Take a deep inhalation and raise up your left leg. Then change the leg to the other side, whichever leg you start from. Doing it for both legs for few seconds. Gently bringing the hands on the floor and raise up both the legs together and feel the inhalation and exhalation in the abdomen. Do it at your pace and you can come back and repeat many times. Once again, bringing the hands in forward, keeping the elbows on the ground, hands on the chin, and fold the legs one by one to give a nice stretch and contraction in the spine. Trying to do it with both the legs together, bringing the legs down and up, and stay in that pose for a couple of breaths. Feel the expansion and contraction like a gentle massage in the abdomen while breathing. Bringing the legs down, bringing the hands forward, give a nice stretch in the spine, and raise up legs and hands both together like a inverse boat pose. Do it according to your pace, and multiple times you could do it to give a strength in the abdomen region. Now we'll fold the legs, catch the feet from the behind into the bow pose, where we will lift up the legs by catching the ankles or the toes and lifting the upper body. And you can also roll on into this position for few rounds if you feel like, or stay in the pose and gently come back by releasing the hands and the legs and give complete relaxation for few seconds. Take deep breaths, normal breath, and completely be aware of each body part and give relaxation. Now bringing the feet together and hands side by the shoulder, lifting the body up, hands in line with the shoulder, and keeping the whole weight on the toes like a plank the body should look like. This gives a nice abdominal strength in the stomach region, and also you could stretch a bit if you feel like to the downward dog. Stay in the pose for a couple of seconds or a few seconds, and then you can change to the pose by putting both the feet on the grounds, hands in line with the shoulder, and giving a nice stretch from the sides to the abdomen, and change to the other side. You can keep the legs bit crossed to have a better balance. It gives the abdominal strength from the side and good to practice for the solar plexus region. Let us come back to the child pose. Give a nice complete stretch. Relax the spine and stay as long as you want in the pose. Creates the nice digestive fire within the body, balances the pitta, just being in the child pose. Now bringing the hands up again on the head region and gently bringing them side. We will move into the next pose. Find a nice place on the mat. Fold the legs and gently bend the spine by putting the weight on the elbows and giving a nice twist on the head. Feel the expansion in the abdomen region and come back after 2 breaths. Coming back from the sides, it's easier, and then gently bringing the legs straight into the stick pose by keeping the spine erect, hands aligned with the body, and bringing the legs together, feet pointed towards the sky. Gently drop the hips a bit behind, raise up the legs and the hands forward like a boat. Just putting all the weight in the center of the body, finding the balance, gives a nice strength in the abdominal region and increases the fire. Tend to relax the body by bringing all the body parts on the ground. Find a comfortable place and just relax the whole body. Fold the legs. Now bring the legs towards the chest, raising the head up towards the knee and giving a nice contraction in the abdomen pose known as wind releasing pose. Very helpful early morning when you wake up to do this practice to release any empty toxins which might be present. Increases the again gastric fire which helps in the digestion process, and gently coming out of the pose by bringing the legs down and again relax in Shavasana. Couple of breaths, take a deep inhalation and exhalation and feel the changes in the abdomen region. And you can prolong the pose if you feel like. Any poses if you want, you could also prolong it for doing it longer time. Now bringing the hands under the hips, lifting the hips up, keeping the feet and the knees parallel to each other and trying to give a gentle push upwards from the hip region, giving a nice expansion on the abdomen and trying to touch the chin to the chest. Stay in the pose for a couple of breaths if you feel. You can also prolong the time. Gently come out of the pose, bringing the hands on the side and again Shavasana. Relax for a couple of breaths. Feel the changes within the body. Be aware of each part, how we have created an effect on it, and normalize the breathing. Once again, fold both the legs. We will do the happy baby pose where we will catch the feet, trying to push it onto the ground by giving a nice stretching into the hips and the lower abdomen, and we can also move it like baby. And trying to hold the pose, take gentle breaths. Try to inhale deeply and exhale completely and feel the changes in that region. Gently release the hands and the legs into Shavasana. Once again, observe the changes within the body for a couple of breaths. Ease down completely. Watch the breathing, how it is moving. And once again, bringing the legs together, hands by the side, holding the right knee on the left knee, bringing the arms open and giving a nice side twist. Feel the twisting within the spine. Breathe in completely. Also in the twisting on the abdomen region and the chest, very effective pose to release any gas or any stuck blocked energy if it is there. Doing this pose is a great help. Once again, change the side to the other and stay in the pose for a couple of breaths very deeply and feel how the exhalation and inhalation creates a change in the whole upper body region. Gently come back by bringing the legs on the ground and on the side of the hands in Shavasana. Take a deep inhalation and exhalation and relax completely. Once again, bring the legs together, hands by the side of the body, and lift the legs straight up by bringing the hips onto the hands and keeping the feet aligned with the hips and the elbow aligned with the hips, and chin on the chest, and watch the feet as above the head. Feel the changes within the body. Gently bring the legs behind the head, bring the hands on the ground, and put the weight on the abdomen region to bring the legs down. Relax in this pose in Shavasana for a couple of breaths. Feel the changes. And once again, bringing the legs together, putting the weight on the elbows, bending the head on the ground, and joints together on the chest. Feel the expansion in the abdomen, chest, and stretching in the neck. Not to do it for longer time, do according to your capacity, and if you feel dizzy or vertigo, you can always come back very at ease by putting the pressure from the hands and coming out. And relax in Shavasana for a couple of breaths. Feel the changes throughout the body in different parts. And once again, bringing the legs into the folding position, bringing the hands behind the head. Fold the hands and lift the hips up and push the upper body from the hands into the wheel pose. And give a nice complete stretching onto the abdomen, chest region. Stay as long as you can according to the capacity and gently come back, bringing the hips down and hands on the side and legs at ease in Shavasana. Relax completely the body, relax the whole breathing, relax each part. See how the mental thoughts have been calmed down. Gently coming out of the pose, we'll do some half standing and full standing poses where we will bring the left leg forward into the warrior pose and give a nice twist onto the side, contracting the whole abdomen and bringing the hands on the ground. One hand down and one hand up and looking towards the up. Gives a nice twist onto the side of the body. And now bending backwards by giving a nice expansion on the abdomen, bringing the hands forward, making the back leg straight and putting the head on the ground. Gently lifting up, once again changing the leg to the other leg. Bring both the knees, one knee on the ground, one knee in the front. Stretching the hands and again giving a nice twist on the right side. Release the hands, one hand down, one hand up. Again bring them together. Bring both the hands on the ground. Lift up both the hands and bend backwards, looking behind. Again bring the hands forward, next to the feet. Straighten the back leg and put the head on the ground. Feel a nice stretching throughout the leg and the side of the abdomen. Once again lift up the leg and the body and gently jumping forward into the chair pose. And again stretching up completely on the toes, giving a nice stretch, very effective pose to give a nice stretch to all over the body and give a nice stretch down by losing the body weight and complete forward bend down. You could also let loose your hands and just gently moving on to the side eases the tensions between the abdomen and spine. Gently inhale up and give a backward bending while inhaling and gently at ease. Take a normal breathing and gently come back into the meditative pose. Feel the changes throughout the body. Feel the whole movement, how we went from different poses. Feel the changes within the conscious, and we'll end the practice with one Om. And you could stay in that meditation for few rounds. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.